Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Bachakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone River Well. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, the true Israelites, or the so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, as well as you Israelite foreigners who may look like the other nations, but believe in this truth. To your Sir Shalom. This is going to be a video lesson, not too long. Israel and Yahawashi's dominion over the heathen. The heathen are the other nations. Every nation but the nation of Israel is a heathen. And heathen are going to be our slaves. And the children of Israel will be set up in power as kings and rulers in righteousness on the earth. Isaiah chapter 61 verse 5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. So you gotta picture this. And the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. So Israel being kings, we're gonna have slaves. This is a slavery scripture. We're going to have the heathen on plantations. And the scriptures also speak about Israel. Let me get this scripture. Daniel chapter 7 verse 18. But the saints which are the children of Israel of the Most High Yahweh shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So the children of Israel are going to have the kingdom and be in rulership forever and ever. That's never going to change. To prove who are the saints, Psalms chapter 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. So the saints are the children of Israel. So the children of Israel, it said the saints, the children of Israel shall take the kingdom, because the saints are the children of Israel and possess the kingdom even forever. A people nearer to him praise ye Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. And we'll have the slaves. The heathen will do all the work. One of the first jobs of the heathen, including the top wicked elite Edomites, We'll read in Ezekiel 39. This is Ezekiel chapter 39. And start at verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place. So this is the children of Israel of the elect will be beamed up when Yahawashi returns, new bodies, and then return back down. So this is at that point. We're going to take the heathen, put them in slavery. We're going to take over. We're going to pop the heathen woman. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place thereof graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers of the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Haman Gog. Verse 12, and in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, and doesn't mean us Israelites, hopefully of the elect, doesn't mean the Israelites will be burying the bodies. It means their slaves will be burying the bodies. So that's the one, if not the first task, one of the first tasks of the heathen, including the wicked elites. Once the elect Israelites put them in slavery. In 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. So the children of Israel are going to take over and establish a righteous rulership. Be kings on the earth and rule the heathen with a rod of iron. Revelation chapter 2 verse 25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. Verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So, the children of Israel will rule the heathen with the rod of iron. That's plain. It's not going to be buddy in the kingdom. That's just a joke with that vibration on the earth. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's rulership, translated to Jacob, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Israelite foreigners who may look like the other nations' rulership. So Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And so, when Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, after Esau gets destroyed, Yahawashi returns and I see it being missiles hit America. Then the kingdom is established, and we're going to take the heathen as slaves, and we're going to rule the other nations with a rod of iron. This also proves that Esau's in power today, because Jacob's about to be in power. This is Psalms chapter 2. In verse 7, I will declare the decree Yahweh has said unto me, Thou art my son. Talking about Yahawashi is the son of the Most High, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. This day have I begotten thee. Verse 8, Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So the heathen, Yahawashi has an inheritance of the heathen. That means slavery. Verse 9, Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So even the Son of the Most High himself, it says, Thou shalt break them, the other nations, with a rod of iron. This will be chapter 12. Hold on. Revelation chapter 12, verse 5. And she brought forth a man-child. The man-child is Yahawashi, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, which will be in the kingdom. Israelites will also rule the nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto Yahweh into his throne when he was beamed up in a chariot, a so-called UFO. You can read in Acts, the 1st chapter. And I have time, I might bring it out. Acts chapter 1. In verse 9, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, talking about Yahawashi, so-called black man, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So Yahawashi was beamed up in the so-called UFO, caught up unto the Most High, into his throne. Verse 10, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? The same Yahawashi which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner. Yahawashi is going to return in the chariots of so-called UFOs, in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. And Yahawashi is going to bring destruction into the elect of Israel's salvation. And from then Yahawashi will establish his dominion over the earth. And joint heirs with Yahawashi. Romans chapter 8. So we read Yahawashi had the heathen for his inheritance. This is Romans chapter 8. In verse 17, and of children and heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahawashi. So Israelites will be joint heirs with Yahawashi. That means take part in the inheritance of the heathen, to have them as slaves. joint heirs, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. And this was inspired by a sit down that the Archie might in a camp with offshoot of GMS. Basically hit the same scriptures, but I thought it would be edifying to the sheep. And so right now, we're under Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, in the land of our captivity. But soon, Yahawashi and Israel is going to deliver us, his elect. Hopefully we're of his elect. And give his elect power. And to reign as kings along with Yahawashi. And have the heathen as slaves and rule them with the rod of iron. So although we have no power in our hands now, but that's all about to change. So we just gotta endure and wait for Yahawashi to deliver us, hopefully we're of the elect, and Yahawashi will give his elect power. The rest of the children of Israel will be in the kingdom later, so with that, I'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Machakadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.